Hey everyone, Anthony here from Signal by Sony, a show about everything Sony makes, and I'm here with another exclusive first look at some new Sony gear. Here I am again, this time with Dave from the Sony VAIO team. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
And you have brought an entirely new line of VAIOs with you.
I have.
This is awesome. This is stuff we're going to get all across the board.
We will. We'll get it all across the board. Let's talk about multi-gesture control. So think about it using your Jedi mind tricks. You can wave your hand to actually control your PC to track forward audio tracks, for example. You can pause them as well. You can even turn the volume up just by moving your hand like this. Some other really cool features that are in there as well is one that's called Rapid Wake. Okay. So Rapid Wake for us is everyone has that pain of trying to, turn the PC on, turn it off, I have to wait, go get my coffee, those pain points, right? So what we've done is we're able to actually put the system into sleep mode. That's our default now. And within 2 seconds, it'll quickly resume back into the way you had the PC when you left. And the really cool factor is, if you forgot to plug it in, you've got 10 days before the battery will go out on the system. And the last really cool feature is Vegas. Okay, wow. Vegas is an award-winning software application from Sony. It's been around for many, many years. We include that in there as well.
Tell me about this guy here on the end first.
Okay, so that one on the end there, this is our E-Series product. It's available in an 11-inch, 14-inch, and 15-inch. The one you have here,
very different looking than the E-Series, I remember.
Much, much different looking than the E-Series. And one of the key elements there is what we call this wrap design. So as you can see here, it basically looks like it's a bunch of pieces of paper folding on top of each other. And the comfort design is also built for it. So if you take it on your shoulder and you're walking away or wherever you're going to go, it's nice and comfortable to have in your hand.
It reminds me of the S tablet a little bit like that.
Exactly. That was kind of the ambition when they designed this, to have a similarity look in it.
Cool. So tell me about kind of the specs on this one and who this one is for.
Okay, so this is our traditional everyday user. In the 11-inch model, it has an AMD processor in there. Okay. When we move up into the 14 and 15-inch category, you use second and third generation Intel processors. From a configuration of RAM and hard drives, you go anywhere from 500 gigs all the way up to 750. Okay. RAM goes up to 8 gigs. There is even on our CTO configuration, you can get discrete graphics of AMD configuration in there if you want.
Very cool. So a lot of cool new things happening with the E. Why don't we move on to our next model here? Tell me about this.
Okay. This is our S series. Two major changes to the S series really was we incorporated an optical disk drive, a slot load, and then we created this large touchpad here really to give that customer the same experience as they would think about when they have a smartphone or if they've got a tablet and they're able to pinch and zoom and rotate. This gives them that same experience that they would have, and that's available in all of our products as well. So this is the 13-inch model, and we do have a 15-inch model as well. Some of the specifications that are kind of make what this thing is all about is these are third generation Intel CPUs in here. Then when you get to the 15-inch model, the really big multimedia experience type machine for us, standard configuration is a full HD panel, and it's an IPS panel. So you're going to get really nice color, good viewing angles, a lot of the things that people look for when they want to look at a multi-monitor type of display.
Awesome. So moving on to our next guy here. This guy is awesome. I love this finish on this.
Yeah. Everybody out there's heard of Ultrabooks? There you go. It's the Sony's.
Oh.
So this is our T13.
A lot of Ultrabooks usually kind of skimp on the ports. You get like a USB and maybe you get an SD card.
That is correct.
So yeah, so what are we looking at on here?
So port-wise, you got a full gamut of it. You've got the Ethernet port, the VGA, you have the HDMI in, and then you've got the media card reader. And those are really the essentials there. And if you flip that sucker over, you're going to get 2 USB ports. And one of the things with the USB port, one's a USB 3.0. Obviously, we all know what that means. It's 10 times faster transfer rate. And then you've got the USB 2.0. But on the USB 3.0 port, we've also incorporated a mobile device charging system.
Oh, nice. You open up your carry-on and you've got 90 different chargers for 90 different things.
Exactly. This is now my outlet. If I don't need to turn that on, I can plug my phone onto there with it turned off, not plugged in. It'll charge my mobile phone, no problem.
So what is this final one and who is this for?
That's the beauty right there. This is actually a carbon fiber chassis all the way around, including the insides, and that's why it's so light. And that's the whole strength of carbon fiber, is the lightness and then the durability of the product itself. And with this product category, this is our Z series. This is our flagship product.
Okay, this is the new Z.
This is the anniversary edition you have in your hands here. So it's VAIO's 15th anniversary. So
Congratulations.
we're very happy with that. One of the really cool things that we also incorporated on here is the actual engraving on the system itself here. The specs. This is really awesome. Believe it or not, this has a full HD panel in this system.
Okay.
So that's really one of the really cool factors in something this thin. On top of that, we threw in a quad-core configuration here. There's actually an external docking option for this. It's called a power media dock.
Okay.
And that power media dock is an optical disk drive, a docking station, and a discrete GPU card all in one. And what that card can do is it can actually support up to 3 external monitors, all on one device.
This is like the supervillain laptop.
Exactly.
That is awesome. So this is some very exciting stuff that's happening in the VAIO notebook line, but you also brought an all-in-one with you.
This is my baby.
Yeah?
So we try to take all the goodness that Sony makes in multiple product categories.
Okay.
And we've actually tried to take those and we've thrown them inside this box here. We took the X-Reality chip that powers and drives the color saturations and the color imagery from Bravia, and we put it into here. Okay, that was one element. We took the CMOS sensor from our digital imaging cameras. So those nice photographs of those cameras, our cyber shots pull out and the alphas and those guys, we built it into the system here as well.
Okay.
We took the audio that comes from our home theater group. We threw it in here as well. So we have S-Force, we have S-Master, it's a 1-bit digital amplifier we've incorporated inside here. We built a subwoofer on the bottom of this thing.
Oh, for real?
So the sound is like rumbling when you're playing this thing, and that's the idea behind it.
That's not going through Windows Media Center or anything.
Not going through
Windows
Windows Media.
This is like a TV.
This is a Bravia TV. It even has a Bravia remote control that comes with it. There's an NUX menu that looks just like what you would see on the Bravia TV, so it functions the exact same way. The last piece of this thing is the HD PC side. So this is a 24-inch full touch panel system. And what that has is actually called a 10-point capacitive touch. That means I can use all these 10 fingers that I have, and I can start to use the PC in the way that a tablet or a smartphone had, right?
Gotcha.
That's the idea behind this. So it's kind of the next step of where touch is going. So, you know, one of the things that we wanted to do in this product here is we wanted to be able to control the system more, you know, try to start to eliminate the usage of keyboard and mouse, and let's go into touch.
Very cool. Yeah. So tell me about the specs on this guy.
So the specs on here, general specifications, it's a full HD panel, that's just a standard configuration. It has a TV tuner, it's a standard configuration as well. Beyond that, you're looking at 3rd generation CPUs all the way up from Intel, all the way up from up to a quad-core configuration.
Okay.
RAM configurations go all the way up to 16 gigs if you really want to get crazy. You do actually have 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte drive options. You also have a solid state option if you are looking for something a little bit lighter. I'm not sure, but there is that availability.
Or the speed.
The speed could be a good factor. Absolutely. This is wall mountable, so it does have the ability to detach the base from it.
That just uses a standard HDTV mount?
Yeah, absolutely. It's already integrated. The mount's already integrated to the back of it, so it's just a matter of getting the VESA mount, connecting, and you're ready to go on there.
Awesome.
And the last really cool factor that we really think is something that's kind of taking us to the next level. So this is going to be actually Sony's first glassless 3D product. I said it, glassless 3D products. So VAIO's going to actually be that first one to have it, and we're really excited. Again, it's part of that integration of the Sony United products there. So we're really excited to bring that technology.
So when you're laying in bed using your all-in-one, you don't have to keep 3D glasses under your pillow.
That's right. And believe it or not, the glassless 3D term, remember, think about all those scenarios I talked about with the TV, the PC, and the monitor side. So you want to play PlayStation in 3D? Bam. Want to do stuff in the PC in 3D, watch a Blu-ray movie, whatever, there you go. TV, same thing. If you have HD TV channels that support the 3D signal, there you go.
So this is a lot of exciting stuff going on in the VAIO line. When are we going to be able to get our hands on it? And let's talk a little bit about price point across the board.
Okay, well, they're available today, so that's the great news. So stop by your Sony store, go pick them up.
All right, thanks, Dave. As always, if you want to know more about these VAIOs, be sure to visit the Sony website. And to stay on top of everything Sony makes, you can watch more Signal videos. They're at youtube.com/signal or sony.com/signal. This is Anthony, and I'll see you next time.